So welcome to the intuitive eating class. We're going to go over a few tips that will help you when you decide to eat today, something in your future, when you go grocery shopping, or when you go out to eat. Now, all of those things are points whereby we have to make decisions. And there's something very different about deciding if you are hungry for something or something is sounding good or you have a craving for something and your body really needs that day. So we're going to bridge that gap between really listening to our body and learning what it means to actually listen to the body and let it tell us what it is in need of that day. Now, I've been doing this for a long time. Something I started maybe 30 years ago, that I would wake up in the morning and I would just ask my body, okay, what foods do you need today? And then I would just plan my meals around that. If I were going out to eat, then I would even plan perhaps the location where I would eat would be able to accommodate some of the foods that my body is telling me it needs. This morning, I actually asked my body, and it came up with a word I'd never heard before. It was anise. And I thought, well, is that an herb? What is that? So I looked it up, and apparently the last part of the word echinacea is often pronounced as niece. So I took some echinacea. I'm not sure if that's what I needed or not, but I don't think it's going to hurt me. So I took some echinacea. Maybe my immune system just needs to be up a little bit. Probably a little run down. A good friend of mine's in the hospital right now, really concerned about her. Been there with the family quite a bit, a little run down without sleep. So my body is telling me before this becomes an issue or a problem, let's get our immune system up here with a little bit of echinacea. So that's one of the ways that you can gain access to it, is just to ask if your intuition is sharp enough, or if you can do some kind of muscle testing, possibly, or my body just speaks to me and I hear those words, but you use whatever you can to access that information. So what we're going to do is a little test today. First of all, I want you to understand, I've got an apple in my hand here. I want you to understand that every food has a vibration. And I want you to become familiar with what that vibration is like. So I want you to just close your eyes and imagine that you're holding this apple. And I want you to just feel the vibration of an apple. We know what it tastes like. We know what the texture of it feels like. We know what it feels like when we eat an apple. We know some of the nutritional values probably of an apple. You know, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, is an old saying. So I think most of us know and understand that apples are most likely good for us. But there's something different about just feeling the vibration of an apple and assuming it's good for us and knowing for sure that it's good for us today. So I want you to imagine an apple, whether you have one in your home or not, and I want you to feel the vibration of this apple, and I want you to feel if that seems appropriate for you today. Is it what your body is needing or wanting of you today? Let me give you a few minutes to just be with that vibration. And now, as you have had an opportunity to feel the vibration of the apple and to ask yourself if this is something that's valuable for you today, I want you to share some of your experiences. Anyone who would like to share, just speak up and I will hear you.
I first got a shiver.
A shiver. What do you think that was trying to tell you?
I'm not sure what it was trying to tell me, but then I kind of got, well, not right now, maybe later.
Okay. So you didn't feel like an apple was necessarily what your body needs at this point.
Yes.
Just that, yeah, it was a shiver, just maybe just your nervous system, implementing some kind of a message to you. As you begin to practice this, it will get easier for you to know what your body is actually trying to tell you. What were you saying?
Oh no, just saying not right now.
Okay. Anyone else? What did you feel from the vibration of the apple? And was your body telling you anything about needing that today, or perhaps putting it on the shelf and waiting for another day? Anyone else want to talk? Okay, very good. Well, this is one of the ways that you can practice learning to communicate with your food, letting your body communicate with the foods that you eat. Before you actually eat it, just ask, is this something I need today? Is this something that would be good for me today? But if you don't have a food immediately in hand, you can also just wake up and say, what does my body need in the way of nutrition today? What vitamins, minerals do I need? What foods should I plan on having today? And see if your body will give you some kind of an impression back. And as you begin to practice this, your body will begin to speak more and more of the appropriate foods for you. Now, not only can you do that with food, but you can do it as you go through the grocery store as well. And we'll go over that in a little while. Let's do the same exercise now with this lime. This is an organic lime that I just bought at the grocery store. So let's imagine this lime. Just close your eyes and pretend like you're holding a lime in your hand. And I want you to notice the different vibration this lime has from the apple that we had earlier. And as you feel this vibration, allow your body to speak to you. Does your body need or want this lime today? Or is this something you can put back on the shelf and have perhaps another day? Just give yourself an opportunity to kind of feel your way through that. So what are your thoughts about the lime? Do you feel like a lime is appropriate for you today, or did you get another sensation from that?
What I saw was a seltzer water with lime.
And did you feel as if your body wanted you to drink that?
Yes.
Okay, so lime would be good for you today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Okay, now let's imagine that you're going out to a restaurant, and I don't have a prepared meal here to show you, but let's imagine that you're going to a restaurant and you have a menu in front of you and you're not quite certain what you want to eat. You can either just ask your body what it needs today to order off of this menu, but another way is to just close your eyes, become very familiar with what your body is telling you. Take your finger and go down the list of items on the menu and see if you stop somewhere and look at that item and then ask yourself, would this food be appropriate for me today? Is this something that my body would benefit from today? And if it's not something you feel comfortable with, you can always go back and rescan, but just do that until you feel as if your body is communicating with you from the menu as to what would be beneficial for your eating on that day. Any questions so far?
Nope.
Okay, very good. Okay, so I'm going to hold up a couple of items that you might find in a grocery store. One is this 100% cacao, and the other is a can of minced clams. Now, these two items might be something you would find at a store. And I want you to imagine if you're going through the store, what the vibration of each of these feel like, and what is the difference in their vibration, because these are very different foods that you might run across in a grocery store. So as an example, the chocolate that you might run into in the grocery store, you might feel as if the chocolate is like, oh, is that overwhelming to your body? Does it feel comfortable in your body? Is it something your body's craving? This is a bittersweet dark chocolate. So it doesn't have like the sugary content that perhaps a lot of chocolate bars might have. But if it's something that you feel compelled to buy, run it by your intuition before actually purchasing it. Now, the clams, on the other hand, those could be an accent piece for some soup or something like that. That has a completely different body to it than it has a different texture, but it also has a different element to it than, say, the chocolate. Now, I might buy one or either of these things because I know minced clams have copper in them, and my body often needs copper, so I keep those on hand. And also, dark chocolate is just really good for my cardiovascular system, so it's something I keep on hand as well. I might buy it through the grocery store, but I also might just look in my kitchen cupboard and see them in my shelf and think, okay, what is it that I want or need today? And take those out and use them if my body tells me so. So what does chocolate feel like to you?
Feels like a luxurious dessert.
It would be if it were sweet.
Yeah.
This is very, very bitter. So it's not what I would call a luxurious dessert, but it is very rich. It does
Hmm.
have, chocolate just has a lot of high fat in it, but it's extremely good for your cardiovascular system. So this is something I do every day. It's just something I know my body can benefit from. So I try to just keep it on hand. So it feels rich to you, like a luxurious kind of item.
Yes.
Okay, and what about the
I think over
clam?
time I've kind of programmed that.
It could be where, yes, and that's another thing. We allow our preconceived ideas to get in the way sometimes of what we think or what our body is trying to tell us. So we have to know the difference between those two things. What was the feeling you got from the clams?
Uh, no.
No, don't buy those. Don't eat those. Don't buy those. Oh,
Uh,
okay. Okay, so let's imagine that we're going to take this to practice not only when we're preparing our meals at home or when we go out to eat. We've already sort of covered some of that. Let's imagine we're at a grocery store, and let's say you're at the vegetable counter and you're going down the aisle. A good piece of advice is to don't run into anyone, but close your eyes and just slowly move down the aisle right in front of the fruits and vegetables or whatever aisle you're at. If your body feels compelled to stop, not even knowing for sure what is there, stop, look and see what is there, and then get a sense by feeling the items to see if that's something that your body needs. This is a good way to practice feeling the vibration, but allowing your body to take direction before you purchase things. I mean, you can purchase anything, and it's probably a lot of it's very good for you, but there are certain items you might benefit more. And if your body is slightly out of balance in some way, then by touching or feeling it and allowing your body to take knowledge of what elements are in this food, then you will know to buy it. And then move down the aisle a little bit further. If you feel compelled to stop, again, do the same thing until you feel a comfort level in buying these certain things. Now, as you begin to practice experiencing your intuition before purchasing food, before ordering off of a menu, before preparing foods at home, or even just reaching for a snack at home, if you begin allowing your body to dictate what it is that you're eating, you will become more intuitive in that process. And what I have found also, your body thanks you for that. You start feeling better. You feel nourished in many ways. And like I said this morning, when I asked, echinacea came in, actually anise came in, and I had to look that up to see what is that? Is that an herb that I'm not familiar with? I said, oftentimes echinacea is referred to as niece. It's pronounced like niece, which I'd never heard of before. So, that was an out of the norm moment and something my conscious mind didn't even understand or know about. So I understood I'm a little run down because I've been staying up late due to my friend in the hospital. So I understood my immune system needed a little boost today. So I did some echinacea. But that's the sort of thing that as you practice this on a daily basis, your mind and your body will begin to be in unison before you eat. And eating intuitively is completely different than just grabbing what is available or eating something just because it sounds good. Okay, any questions now?
not so far.
Okay, well, let's move on. And I'm going to let your body dictate what you think is good. I'm going to hold up some fresh organic ginger, and you can put this in foods or you can make tea out of it, whatever. But I want you right now to just allow your body to speak to you. Would this ginger be good for you today or not?
Yes.
Yes, ginger will be good for you today. Very good. And how did you know that? What did your body tell you that allowed you to know that ginger would be a good resource for you?
I got the word inflammation.
Inflammation, yes. Ginger is a good anti-inflammatory food. Definitely. I drink ginger tea often because of that. It's excellent for that. So ginger would be a good resource for you today. Anyone else like to speak up? Okay, we'll just move along then. Okay, this is something I keep in my fridge all the time. It's nutritional yeast. This is a savory nutritional yeast. It's just a good way to add some extra B vitamins in my diet, and I think it tastes good. It's excellent on popcorn. It also has good protein content. But I want your body to speak to you as to brewer's yeast, if that's a good resource for you.
Yes.
Yes, good. Anyone else like to speak up? Okay, so we know that ginger and brewer's yeast might be a good resource. Now, organic blueberries is something I keep on hand at all times. It's just something I keep in the fridge and I just nibble on those periodically. But I want you to go into blueberries, organic blueberries, and tell me if that's something your body would benefit from if you ate organic blueberries today.
Yes.
And what does that energy feel like? How do you know that that is a truth in your system?
It's like a feeling of happiness.
It's a happiness, okay. And when, I think that earlier you said clams no. And what was it in your body that told you no on the clams?
It was more that that's not something that I normally eat.
Okay, so it was more that it was out of character for your diet
Mm-hmm.
than it was necessarily the clams or what value the clams are nutritionally. It was just something you
Right.
don't normally eat. Okay, very good.
I would
Okay,
find it enjoyable.
exactly. Now, another thing is I keep herbal tea on hand. This is a lemon ginger herbal tea. So I want you to feel your way through that particular item and see if you would benefit from that today.
I got mint.
Mint, okay, very good. Okay, so now I want you to just close your eyes and go into an inner space and ask your body the one food that your body most needs you to consume today. Just close your eyes, go into your inner system, your body, allow your intuition to speak to you and tell you what food do I need most today. And what are you getting from that?
Running through a lot of pictures in my mind, but nothing specific comes up.
Okay. Can you narrow that down from the pictures as to which is the most significant?
Protein.
Protein. Okay. So today's going to be a good heavy protein diet day. And I'm sure you'll be able to find some means of protein in your world and make sure that your body gets an adequate amount of protein today. And then the most important thing, of course, is to figure out after you eat that, does it help? Does it increase your energy, or do you feel a sense of satisfaction after eating whatever your intuition has told you to eat, and enjoy that? Now, I just got radishes. I've been eating kind of a heavier diet than normal because I have been away from the house a lot, eaten out quite a bit. And I think my body could use some radishes to help break down some of those fats that I've been eating. That's out of the normal diet that I usually have. So I'm going to get some radishes today. I think I'm out of fresh radishes, and I'm going to go see if I can find some, and I'm going to add those to my diet today.
Hmm.
Any questions from anyone before we end our class?
No.
Okay, well, just remember to intuitively become familiar with the vibration of foods. Remember, before eating, but even before getting up from bed, you can ask in the mornings. Remember to run it by your intuition when you shop, run it by your intuition before you order off of the menu, and allow your body to begin to have a say in what you feed it.
Thank you.
So thank you. Thanks for coming and being a part of the show and the class. And be sure and tell your friends about this. I'm going to have more classes on intuitive eating. So I appreciate you being here.
Thank you. Good to see you.
You too.